Sorry guys, we had the microphone on mute. We're kind of short a couple commentators. Everybody's been playing their matches here at the Four Bears Casino in North Dakota. Who's my pick to win? I don't know. The room is full with great players in here. There's Danny Olson, who won the 9-ball yesterday. Jason Klatt is here, still on the A side. Corey Duell is also here. Alex Ollinger, Randy Baggett. Lots of great players here. There's a room full of talent in here that's been kind of grinding. I'm not really sure. The draw is on CompuSport if you guys want to check out the draw. I haven't actually watched Jason play today. He was really struggling yesterday in the 9-ball in the finals. He actually had won the hot seat, and Danny Olson came from the B side, won the first set, and then gave him a big donut in the second set. So he really struggled yesterday. He couldn't get anything to work. He was scratching on balls. His break was dry. Just not getting the rolls last night, but hopefully today's a better day for him. Oh, sorry, I was talking about Corey Duell. Jason actually played really well throughout yesterday, but just didn't make it to the final. I believe Rory is here. I have not seen him, and I actually haven't confirmed on the draw. I'll take a look for you, though. We should have matches on the stream table for the rest of the day. This match here that we're watching, I believe, is a B-side match. Rob Cardinal is from Calgary. I'm not sure where Mark is from. We are in Newtown, North Dakota. This is at the Four Bears Casino. Pretty big tournament. I think we ended up having over 120 in the open division here. And I believe it's $10,000 added. So great prize money, brings out the players. Oh, thanks, Craig. Mark is from Moorhead.
I was up to $60. And I lost it.
You can miss a full line enough to still get the ball. True, right? So I mean, they are buckets, but it's for me, it's shape. And the weight and the speed of these plays are more like golf balls now. They're tough to play. Right? You really have to put some effort in. A diamond, you don't have to put effort.
Let's get it started.
Get it started, it'll do work. Right? Yeah. Yeah, a couple of practice drills that I like to read.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll show you.
Yeah. Awesome. That's where you can start doing it. Because everyone that's good, they're practice.
You can find the brackets, Lance, on CompuSport, CompuSport.com.
Yeah, and actually, I want to make that ball.
Now, if you two meet up with each other in a tournament, like, easy. And you don't right, where you look at it, Jason, anybody else, you don't care who's playing, at all. Who's in the hole. You can be your best friend, but I'm going to kill you on the table. Right? That's the difference. Yes.
Both of these can go like rough.
Yeah, maybe
They're paid
end
now.
of day.
Yeah, no, let's go one way.
Yeah. Anytime.
You guys be okay for about a half hour? Just gonna grab something to eat. We'll be right back.
Yeah, let's go
Smoke first.
Yeah.
Just got both the money for these guys.
Nice.
And then, guys, I walked out there just to walk in the casino. She's sitting there playing. Sit down beside her. Put in $20.
15 cents. For fuck's sakes. You make me nuts.
I was at 180.
We do have hardware rate downloaded.
Yep. There's a link right on the desktop. No, it's not doing it.
Okay, so just FYI, the Fargo rate on these guys, Rob is a 640 and Mark is a 604.
Shannon was playing. We went to the bathroom and walked out. And I just took a look and she's playing on the first machines in there. We played yesterday. So I walked out. She's put 20 in. She had 60 something or something. 20 in the side. I was up to 180 and she finished out and played down the finger. People asking.
So right now at the bracket, I believe the men's division is playing into who gets into the final draw, the top 32. At 32, they will do the players auction. I'm not sure if the podium wants us to stream that. We'll give them a shout and see what they want to do with that. But if they're okay with that, then we may do that. I don't know really what the rules are on Calcuttas down here in the States. We're from Calgary, Alberta. And in Alberta, Canada, the Calcuttas are a faux pas. Yeah, they're not supposed to be run in Alberta, so we never are able to stream those. Alberta gaming is very tough on gambling.
I can show you how this starts and stops. Oh, what? stop the stream, stop all. To start it, YouTube's already set up. Facebook. To start a new one, click create. Okay, and we're done. And then start all. That's all it takes to start a new stream and stop the stream.
Maybe when you come back, maybe I'll do a dry run with you. Maybe
Yeah.
the next time we restart. If you're here.
They have the
This,
photos.
this is their Fargo rate, right?
What's that?
This is their Fargo rate. What is
Yeah.
this? What is this?
That's how many games.
Oh, sorry, Craig. I was looking at the wrong number. You're correct. It's not 604. Mark is rated a 697. Just looking that up and rechecking.
Those Fargos on that side of the field just makes it scoreboard. It's on the scoreboard, right?
Should actually take these two logos. You know.
But if we go to the different, it's all on those different cameras. That's where they're going to sit too, right? On this one. Yes. I have this over here, and that just because people can see there if we're not always here playing around, right? They're all into the final draw. It's all the B side now, right?
When's it cut off? When's the last? Oh, 4:30.
There's not really a...
So that's it. Mark just had one match this morning,
Yep.
and this is into tomorrow. This is what the red line means, right?
What's that?
The red line is tomorrow.
Tonight?
Oh, this will play tonight?
They'll do the final draw tonight, probably, or tomorrow. I don't know if they're till tomorrow or not.
Oh, right. Big board.
Yeah. You can't see them waiting until tomorrow to go through all that. Color cut and everything, all be tonight. Gotta get you playing Scotch doubles.
I think Grant wants to.
If I had you as a partner, we would have won that fucking leather pocket.
I don't know. Scotch doubles is a different animal. People don't play the same. I don't know. It's
You know
all.
how to stop or draw a ball. Yeah, I did pretty good. Won my first on the A side. Then.
Oh, I didn't even know you played.
If I'd won my second match on the A side, I would have run into Jason. I didn't play. They had me in there. I never registered. So they just kept me in and forfeited the guys. I'm like, everybody's coming. You're playing. I'm like, not that I know of. Didn't pay any money.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys have a chance, if you can go to YouTube and subscribe to Q Sports Live on YouTube and click on the bell to get notifications. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to do a Q raffle. So if you guys just take a quick second and do that, that would be very helpful. Edwin is here. He's doing very well. He's still on the A side, so he made the redraw. So I'm not sure exactly when they're going to start playing the top 32. After the players auction, we'll probably get a time on a start. But that should start tonight.
Not going high and low, high and low is not good.
So just to catch you guys up, we are here in Newtown, North Dakota at the Four Bears Casino. We currently have, I believe it was 118 entries for the men's division. Playing on the stream right now is a B-side match. All the A-side is done until they do the redraw. So there's 2 more matches on the B-side that we need to play out before they do the redraw. And I believe we're going to be playing for most of the night. If you guys do get a chance, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I believe last time I checked, I believe was yesterday. We just set up the YouTube last week. So we were currently up to about 160 subscribers, I believe it was. But as soon as we get to 500, we'll do a Q raffle.
Beginning, $20. You're gonna
keep this open until about 5 o'clock at night, or thereabouts. So, you guys get signed up.
Put me in.
$20. Meeting tournament.
Put me in.
So we can stream the countdown. Last year was $43,600 for the final
Check.
43.6.
last
In the
match
women's,
really depends on how things go.
table
When they get the first one, but they won't call the match past 11.
Kayla Henley Huddleston.
But we'll have the
Table
stream.
27, Julie Brunel,
Yeah.
Lan Fong.
Right, Steph Ho just won.
Table 28, Doreen Kopang, Rachel Nadu. Table 29, Trudy Big Bloom, Cynthia Cowan. Table 31, Karen Smith, Shannon Kiash. And table 32, Anita Smith, Joanne Jacobs.
Hopefully they can hear the music.
Do you know what time Mark is on?
Depends when it all happens, right? It's 4-3 to run.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, 4-3 for Bob.
Mark is on the right. Mark is black. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of multitasking here, and I haven't really been watching the actual game. As soon as they're done this game here, I will confirm that score for you.
Just a reminder to all you guys.
I thought Rob was on the left
Still playing
in
the
red,
loser side of the main event.
but we'll
The
double check
score's
that.
printed like a half hour early, so stick around. We're gonna try and get this rolling and get all these matches in. So if you're still in the tournament, stick around when you got your match.
That's what I thought, Sean. But like I said, we'll check after this game here. I'll try and pay more attention. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I missed the 8-ball twice for runouts. I missed the last ball before the 8, and I still went like 6-3 or 6-4. He said he came by himself from Regina. Isn't there other guys from Regina? Yeah. Couldn't, like,
Not a lot of guys from Regina want to put in 125
they're not
bucks.
very, like,
4 hours. 3.5, 4 hours.
I don't think they're very, like, friendly with each other.
Yeah.
No, I
They
don't think
seem
they've got a
very
very
separated.
Yeah, I don't think they've got a very strong community.
Yeah, they're not like us, where
No.
like all the Calgary guys, such a close
Yeah.
community, right? I said, "Are you gonna play the second chance?" He said, "I don't want to drive at night." Well, how far is it to Regina? He said, 4 hours. hour to get my life back.
Who do you play next?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, it's 4-3 Rob. I don't believe that they are implementing a shot clock here. However, we are still drawing into the big board. So we're about, the A side is already done. So if you guys want to check out the draw on CompuSport.com, you'll see who's all waiting on the A side. We have 2 more matches, I believe, on the B side, and then we'll have our top 32. At that point, they'll do a redraw. They'll do the players auction, Calcutta, which I believe we will be streaming. So as long as we can kind of readjust our cameras and get set up for that, that should be happening at probably, I'm assuming, at about 7 o'clock. The last B-side match is going to start at about 4:30, and they've been pretty on time. Maybe a couple of stragglers. So 4:30, maybe 2 hours to complete that match, and then just allow some time for the podium to get organized. Players auction should be around 7 o'clock. And then once we have our final 32, I'm assuming that the games will get a little bit tighter, a little bit faster.
Take over the street.
Just a fun fact here. The Calcutta that ran last year was over $43,000. The crowd here this year is not as strong. I think they've probably got less than half the people that they had last year. Last year, this tournament was a Moscone Point ranked tournament. This year, it's not. So they had probably twice as many players last year. But should be still a fairly strong Calcutta.
I think you're seeing, excuse me, I think you're seeing guys kind of take their time a little bit more right now because not only are they playing for $7,000 in prize money for first place, but there's a redraw when it's the final 32. So on the B side, we're kind of playing for another life. So
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if you lose this match here, you're able to enter the hard luck tournament, I believe. This match started at 12, so they're only halfway through. They still have, I think they're allotted 2 hours for the match, so they're about on track. Once we get to the redraw, guys, it'll be tighter games, probably a little bit faster, a lot more run-out tables. And probably a little added pressure too, being on the stream table.
for sure it will be. From where you and I sit and everybody else, we'll never miss a shot from up here.
I play perfect up here. These guys typically are decently rated as well. Rob Cardinal is Fargo rated 640, and Mark is a 697.
I actually don't think he was trying to make that, whatever ball that was, the 2 ball or whatever that was. I think he was actually trying to play the safe to get the cue ball behind the 6 ball.
Is that all the package?
Yeah, $10. $10 raffle ticket.
I got 4 of them.
Last night somebody talked to somebody up there about we gotta stick me on an awful lot.
Yeah, we can certainly.
Just for a medical.
Nice touch.
I'll put mine on. That one is the least expensive one.
I think Mark's looking at breaking out his ball here. Or not. That works. Got it off the 9 ball.
Juniper now. Landfall. Table 25.
Rob is actually one of our players. Rob is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Great player. Made the long drive. It's about a 12-hour drive for us to come down here. So there was a few carloads of Calgary players that made it down. Calgary/Edmonton. Edmonton is just 3 hours north of Calgary. So I believe there's about a dozen of us that came down from the Calgary, Alberta, Edmonton area. Yeah, so we're in Newtown, North Dakota at the Four Bears Casino. The men's division here, I think total was 118 players at $125 entry. And there was 10,000 added to this division. Great tournament, really well organized. If you guys can make it down next year, I would highly recommend this tournament. There's about 40 tables in here. Huge event center. The town that we're in is called Newtown. It's in North Dakota. And the event is being held at the Four Bears Casino. Number 4, bears, as in the animal. So if you look up, just Google the casino, you should be able to find the event. I think they've got it on their event page.
We're not sure who's coming up next on the stream. Depends when all the other matches get finished and what matches are being called up.
Yeah, so we had 118 entries on in the men's division. They are going to do a redraw at 32 players, and at that point they'll also do the Calcutta Players Auction. The A side is done, so whoever's still left on the A side has obviously still made it to the top 32. There's 2 matches still on the B side to see who makes it into the top 32. So we've got this match here, one or two more after, because I think the last match runs at 4:30, and they're allotting, I believe, 2 hours per match. So that should be realistically done around 6:30. We'll give the podium some time to regroup and organize, and I would assume that the Calcutta will run at about 7:30. And we will try to stream that for you guys as well. The guys actually have the option to either use the plastic table rack or the magic racks. It's up to the player. They can use either or. The Calcutta from last year was over 43,000 in Calcutta money. This year we don't actually have the same crowd as last year. Last year this tournament was deemed a Moscone Cup point tournament. It is not this year. So we probably have half the players that they had last year. But I think you're right. I think we're looking around the 20,000 mark for Calcutta, which is still amazing. The online bracket is on CompuSport.com. So if you log into CompuSport, choose the tournament, and I think it's labeled as the Four Bears tournament. My advice, Arlen, is just to keep watching. I think, the type of game is obviously going to elevate once we get to the top 32. You'll see more runouts.
All right, guys,
the matches will be tighter.
Call these a little early. You're here. Get the table. Try to find your partner. Table 1, John Dodson, Brendan O'Mara. Table 6, Ryan Botham, Maynard Demery. Table 7, Russ Whittle, Daniel Witchcamp. Table 9, Jesse Gassman, Curtis Poitras. Table 12, Dallas DeRocher, Brent Fletcher. Table 15, Wayne Chow, Seth Crawford. Table 17, Randy Bankett, Chris Helker. Table 24, Jared Steiner, Joel Heilman. Table 33, Thomas Kuhn. Check that.
Hi, Stan. Hope to see you down here next year. This is right up your alley.
Table 33, Mike Crookedneck, Ryan Johnson. Table 10, Thomas Kuhn, Michael Kellner. Table 16, Matt Thomas, Ricky Schroeder. Table 22, Andre Pettinger and Randall Jerome. Table 13, Ray Poitras, Robert Martin.
So if you guys actually haven't had a chance to check out the CompuSport draw, on the A side, who has officially made it to the final 32 is Nate Leslie, John Fazakis, Rory Hendrickson, Danny Olson, Gabriel Owen, Kevin Cardinal, Corey Deuel, Roberto Gomez, Edwin Montel, Jason Klatt, Russ Andrews, Clarence Davis, Eric Vargas, Terry Young, Mark Vinogradov, and Dusty Geller. So those players have officially made it to the final 32 draw.
At the end of the table here, it's 1,000 added, $20 entry.
Guys, the slow play and what you're seeing here is guys playing for their tournament life. Once you get to 32, you'll get your life back because they do a redraw for the top 32, which is when the Calcutta will happen. So you're seeing guys kind of play a little bit tighter than what they normally would because you are playing for your tournament life. This is a B-side match, and they're just playing for their tournament life, and it's big money. So you are seeing, players play a little bit slower and a little more methodical than what they normally would.
Table 5, Kenny Azure, Tom Kaminsky. Table 5.
It's $10,000 added to this division. So it's probably the best payout of the year, I'd say, for a lot of these players. But stay tuned, guys. I mean, once we get to the 32, the top 32, you're going to see some great pool. We should be playing up until around midnight tonight, and we'll continue tomorrow morning.
Come join us next year, Chris. It's a big tournament.
And affordable too. I mean, for $125 entry, the company that you're keeping in this room is pretty amazing.
125 entry with 10,000 added too.
Well, I mean, I think the prize money is obviously what gets the pros here.
Mm-hmm.
For $125 to play in the company of Corey Deuel and Jason Klatt and Alex and all these guys. It's pretty great just to be able to pay $100 and just be in the same room as these guys. Watch some great pool.
As in, where is this being played, Jamie, or where are we from? We're from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We're down streaming the event here, which is in Newtown, North Dakota, at the Four Bears Casino.
Oh. Well, it's unfortunate. Rob had that. He makes that 9 out of 10 times. Unfortunate that he
makes that 99 out of 100 times.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate that he left himself over that 12 ball.
Yeah. Well, playing on the stream table will add another layer of pressure.
Table 25, Julie. Down here at the end. Down here at the end. Last call.
He didn't leave any gimmies, however. I mean, these shots right off the rail is kind of tough. I've seen the best players miss these shots.
Yeah, this is definitely an annual event, Jamie. It's probably been running 20-some years, something along those lines.
I'm not sure. I should actually brush up on the history of this tournament. I'm not sure how long they've been running.
Yeah.
We've only, from Calgary, have only been coming to this tournament for a few years. But I'm not sure how long the tournament has been operational.
I know it's in and around 20 years anyway.
Yeah, if you're able to make it next year, I would definitely recommend this tournament. It's very well run. The venue is really great. Very clean. The event center is huge.
Well, and Ray runs a pretty nice tournament.
Yeah, it's very well organized. And like I said, I mean, for your $125 to watch some great pool and be in the company of some of these great players, it's money well spent if you love the sport.
Yeah, this is the loser side, Carol. Good thing that's a valley.
Yeah. A little sloppy, but it's in.
Yeah, that puts Mark on the hill.
This is race to 6. This is a B-side match.
They're really playing for their lives here, guys, so you may see a little bit, tighter play than what you'd normally see. Once they get to the final 32, they do a redraw, so you do get your life back. So they are playing not only for the money, they're on the stream table and playing for their lives. So you are seeing people that are playing a little bit tighter and missing shots they normally don't.
So this is B-side. I think there's 2 more matches to be played on the B-side before they can guarantee their top 32 spot. I think they're calling the last B-side match at about 4:30. So by 6:30, we should have our final 32. And at that point, they'll do the Calcutta.
No, he definitely wouldn't have made that on a diamond table for sure. But we're playing on valleys and it went in, so chalk one up for Mark. Yeah, they're 3.5 by 7 tables.
Yeah, these are your typical bar boxes. Coin op bar boxes.
They actually have the choice. They can use the plastic normal triangle rack, or they can use the magic rack. Player's choice. I'll say good day to you, Aurelius. Good morning. I'd be curious where you're tuning in from. We are 1:30 in the afternoon here.
The magic rack is kind of like just like a really thin felt material, and it's got like a hole punched in it, just like a hole punch. So when you lay it on the table, the balls just kind of sit in the divot. But the balls actually stay really tight. So the players prefer it better than the triangle rack because it ensures a tighter rack. Your balls don't move.
We actually didn't see that 8 wobble. We got a lot of things that we try to pay attention to up here. When we're doing the live stream, we have to run either another phone that runs the stream or another laptop or something like that so that we can see the comments.
1:30, but the people I play, they're still playing on table 11.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I should play a little bit. They're both terrible.
Don't watch. Just kill.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I shouldn't have watched it all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carol. We appreciate that.
Are you seeing for better than lunch or lunch? Do you want to come from over?
No, I'm good.
I'll start paying a little bit more attention here to the camera angles as well. We have 3 different angles that we can kind of flip back and forth from.
Do you want anything from there? Do you want anything from there?
Yeah, well, putting in my tennis spoon. Oh, thanks, Carol. We're using our main camera is a Sony 4K. They say it doesn't impede natural movement or natural path of the ball. I guess that could be arguable. So Steph has now just taken off to run some errands. So I think myself and perhaps Ben Francis will jump in on the mic.
For a couple minutes till I play anyway, yeah.
I think you got a match coming up.
I do. Play the winner of table 11 over there, but they've been playing for a while.
Yeah, well, same as here, right? As we explained to everybody, you're starting to see players tighten up a little bit, miss stuff that they shouldn't. Right? Everybody's kind of playing for their second life here. Not only for the cash and the money, but trying to get to that top 32 to get the life back.
The life back. 2 more for me for my life back.
We'll go get them.
I see one guy taking off his glove. It usually means it's over.
That usually means it's over. Or that was his last break on Hill or something like that.
Yeah. Stan Tarango was using a glove just for his break shot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He'd break and then take his glove off and shoot.
I think Stan's watching.
Wouldn't surprise me. I do think the Magic Rack impedes balls sometimes. These cloth ones impede it a little more because it's a little thicker.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is just...
Depends, I think, too, if you're hitting at pace or whether it's kind of slow rolling
slower,
over.
It'll impede it more for sure.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is try to get rid of it as soon as you break. That's not always an option, though.
Well, I've seen a couple of players with one ball laying on the rack. They'll ask the opponent, lift up the ball, take it out, and set it back down again.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw PJ playing Corey yesterday, and there was like 4 balls on it. And PJ called one of those guys, and they came over and marked all the balls.
Oh, no way. Nice safety from Mark there.
Very nice. Rob is going to have to come with a shot here.
Yep.
Don't think the 7 ball's doing him any favors.
Yeah, I can't really see.
He's going to go at the combo. I believe last year Rob lost his first match, grinded all the way through the B-side, finished 9th through 12th.
Good strong finish last year.
Very strong.
Yeah, last year there was a lot of players. A lot of big players last year.
He beat Rory and he beat a few top-notch players.
Yeah, Shane was here last year, Shane Van Boning. few guys here last year that weren't here this year for sure.
Morris, Sam, Ben Francis, table 19.
Go get him, buddy. And then there was one on the mic. So I'll do my best for you guys here. I'm manning it by myself right now, so I'll try to make sure I got the best camera angle that I can get you, as well as pay attention to the comments as well. No, we're not using shot clocks here. There's no refs, no official refs present, and no shot clock. And in this spot, when Mark's on the hill, I think he'll let Rob take his time. He's playing for his tournament life here.
Dave Carmona, Gary Thomas, table 23.
Yeah, he's gonna have to bring it on this out. Try and figure something out here. The way the table is sitting right now, it's pretty tough. No matter what he's going to attempt to do, whether he's going to try to run out and somehow break out that 14 ball, or whether he's going to try to play it safe.
Joe Hansen, PJ Maniscalchi, table 3. PJ, table 3.
Well, they are taking their time between shots. Again, they're on the B side. It's a B side match. They're playing for their tournament life. With a redraw at 32, you get your life back. So they are taking their time, more so than I think what they normally would. Again, they're playing for the tournament life. They're playing for the cash. They're playing on the stream table. So multiple layers of pressure that they're under. So from our standpoint, we'll never miss a shot. But from their standpoint, again, they're playing for their life. So no, there's no 3 foul rule in 8-ball. Not here. For their tournament life, not for their real life. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but tied up his 6-ball. So it's certainly not a gimme out. It is actually a more relaxed tournament. This started out as a memorial tournament. It's been running for 20 years. Gets definitely a lot of attention due to money added. A lot of professionals come down to play this event. Last year was a little bit bigger than this year. There's a big tournament in Turning Stone that's Moscone points tournament, so a lot of the pros have gone there to make sure they get their points for the Moscone, but it is definitely more of a relaxed tournament. They're playing on a 3.5 by 7 bar box table. Yeah, it's a good fun tournament. Excuse me, it's a good fun tournament to come down to. So if you're in the area and want to come down, or you want to do a trip down, we've come down from Calgary, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's about an 11 or 12 hour trip for us, but well worth it. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't do it either. I don't know whether they just keep recycling which tournaments they deem as a Moscone tournament, and whether they bounce back between a few of the bigger tournaments throughout the states, or I'm not sure how they deem that, or how they come up with that, but I certainly wish they would have done that again this year. Yeah, they are taking their time. Again, as I mentioned prior, they're playing for their tournament life. They get to do a redraw at 32. I think we're 2 matches away from the redraw, and at 32 you get your life back. So we're watching a B-side match, and the winner can go on and potentially get another life when they do the redraw. So they're certainly taking their time. They're missing shots that they shouldn't, that they normally don't miss, but given the stakes with 10,000 added to this event, I'd be taking my time as well. Yeah, that's one guy I do not try to get in the mind of. To try to get in the mind of an Efren Reyes. If I was to ever stream something with Efren Reyes on it, I probably wouldn't be saying a whole lot about any kind of the play. Yeah, Efren certainly is a pure magician, which is why there's no sense trying to get into that mindset. That's far beyond my knowledge level. Nice effort. Half a two-way maybe. Thanks for that clarification there, John. If they are running the Moscone on all 9 foots, then that explains why they wouldn't make this a Moscone event. Can you guys let me know if you can hear any of the music that's being played in the background? I just got to make sure that we've got the mic up high enough without picking up the music. Otherwise, the algorithms within Facebook and YouTube, we get warnings and all kinds of things where they shut down the stream. Okay. In between the time I'm on the mic, I'll end up muting it. So I just don't want the stream to end up going away because of the algorithms and the right facts that the fact that we don't have the rights to the music. So if you hear the sound cutting in and out, it's just me muting the mic. Yeah, Rocky, I believe that every year they've only done 3.5 by 7s for this event. And Mark puts it for the win. So he will advance. Nice effort by Rob. And I'm gonna keep the mic on mute until I get another match here to stream. So I'm not going to shut it down and restart at this point, but I will just mute the mic, and I'll be back once another match has started. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hey Ron, no, I don't believe Brian or Carlos made it down from Edmonton. Yeah, I haven't seen either one of them, so.
Marco started. John Bearstaill, table 14. Just a reminder, you guys that are in these matches right now in the men's, stay available. We're going to call these matches out as soon as they come to try and save some time on the backside. So don't pay attention to your 4:30 table time assignments. And your 3 o'clock, we're going to try and get you out early as soon as the match comes available.
So this one is going to be Mike Crooked Neck and Ryan Johnson. I've just got to do changing of the names. Just bear with me, guys. I'm working all of this by myself. And sorry guys, I didn't see as I was typing in the names. I know Ryan broke. Must come up dry. Hey Steve, no, it's this one that we're streaming is 8-ball. They did have a 9-ball event that was on Thursday night, Friday morning, and since then it's all been 8-ball. So again, for those just tuning in, I'm going to end up muting out the mic when I'm not commentating. It picks up the music in the background, which we don't have the rights for, and the algorithms within Facebook and YouTube. As soon as they hear that, we get all kinds of warnings and notices, and they shut down the stream. So when I'm not talking over the music, I'll end up muting the mic, so you might hear the volume cutting in and out, and that's just me muting the mic. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate that. We certainly try to do our best for you. And again, bear with me if I miss a score or something else that's going on. I'm trying to man the whole thing by myself here, so bear with me. Thanks for tuning in, Matt. And for everybody that is watching on Facebook, you can also go on to the YouTube page. That's where we're trying to get everybody else to view from. Trying to migrate over to the YouTube side of things. So if you go onto YouTube, subscribe, and hit the little bell, and that'll give you a notification every time that we do go live, and you can tune in for free. No, Carol, scratch on the break is ball in hand. I believe 8 ball on the break is a spotted, but I'm not exactly sure whether it's BCA or VNEA rules that they're playing down here. So I just checked on both of their Fargo ratings, and Mike Crooked Neck is 637, and Ryan Johnson is 629. So very, very close to each other. Should be a good match. Nice out by Ryan there. And again, guys, for those of you that are just tuning in, I will be muting the mic in between due to the fact there's music playing in the background. So if you do hear the volume cutting in and out, it's nothing wrong with your system. It's simply the fact that I'm muting the mic. So I just want to let everybody know again, I'll be muting the mic in between all the commentary simply because of the music in the background. We don't have the rights to it. Excuse me, in the algorithms on Facebook and YouTube. As soon as they hear that music, we get all kinds of notifications, and they can shut the stream down. So we don't want that. So excuse me, while I'm not talking over the music, I'll be muting the mic. So if your volume is cutting in and out, it's nothing wrong with your phone or tablet or whatever you're watching on. It's just I'm muting the mic. And also, guys, too, if you can help us out and hit the share button at the bottom of the screen, that would be greatly appreciated. Trying to, excuse me, trying to reach as many viewers as what we can. And if you are watching us on Facebook, we also do run on YouTube as well. We're trying to get everybody to view us on YouTube. So if you head onto YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the little bell beside that. That'll give you excuse me, give you notifications when we do go live as well. Thanks, Carol. We appreciate that. Hey, Jody, this is in Newtown, North Dakota at the Four Bears Casino. We do have headsets, but for some reason when we use the headsets and we try to plug in, creates a lot of static on the feed. So you can't really hear any commentary or really anything for that matter. It's we're not sure what's going on with it, so we just stuck with the mic for now, and unfortunately just have to mute it out every time that the music comes on and I'm not commentating. So we apologize for that. We'll try to figure out what the issue is with the headsets and try to get that figured out. And just like that, I'm no longer on the mic by myself. We have Stephanie Toy. She'll be taking over the mic. I'm going to go have a quick break, and then I'll come back. So I'll hand you over to Steph.
So, just to answer your questions about Facebook versus YouTube, we actually just opened up our YouTube page last week. Should be about a couple hundred subscribers on there. And the reason why we want you guys to go to YouTube to subscribe to our channel is because YouTube will actually pay you for the amount of viewers you have. What we do here, especially at this tournament here, it is non-profit. We do not charge the venue and or the tournament for live streaming. Q Sports Live does not make any money from that. We pay all of our own expenses. I think the tournament actually just expensed a couple of rooms for our staff to stay in. We've driven 12 hours to be here to live stream for you guys, but we don't make any money. So the only way to kind of try to offset that is if we get enough YouTube subscribers, and then YouTube actually pays because they have enough sponsors, and that's where you get all the commercials and whatnot. But I think you actually have to reach a ridiculous number. It's like 10,000 subscribers in order to reap any of those benefits. But the closer that we can build it up to that number, the closer we are to making some money. And if we can do that, then we can make it to more venues and more events for you guys to stream. So if you guys could take a quick second just to go to YouTube, subscribe to the Q Sports Live page, hit the little bell so you get notifications via email when we go live. That would really help us out. Thanks, Carol. Also, I mean, if you can share the link, get your friends to subscribe, all your teammates, all your pool buddies, that would really help us out. Jody, we will come to wherever we can, if it's possible, as long as we can try to work something out, maybe get some of our expenses paid. We will go wherever we can. We do it kind of for the love of the game. Like I said, we drove, 12, 13 hours, including stops, to get here. We're from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we've driven a far distance to get here. If we can offset some of our expenses, like I said, we'll travel anywhere. Thanks, Mark, for following. Thanks, Albert. That's fantastic. We are also, if you guys are interested, doing a Q raffle. We have a local Q maker who is a past pro, going by the name of Bernie Mickelson, also called the Big Stick. He is more in his senior years, but he's been making cues for decades, and they're fantastic. We have 5 cues that we brought here to try and raffle. They are $10 a ticket. If you guys would like to take part in that raffle, we will actually ship the cue to you if you win. If you guys want, you can purchase raffle tickets via PayPal and or email transfer. I think PayPal is easier for you Americans to send money. They are $10 a ticket. Currently, right now, I think the queue that we were raffling is worth $1,200. As soon as we sell 120 tickets, we will raffle that queue, and we've got queues to raffle all weekend.
Also, just to clarify, guys, on the ruling, I can't remember who it was that was asking about what rules they're playing here, but it is BCA rules.
Yeah, so anyways, you guys, if you're interested in taking part of the raffle, they are, like I said, $10 a ticket. Just send Q Sports Live a message that you have purchased tickets and how many you'd like. We will send you a picture of your raffle tickets. If you win, we will ship that queue to you. Or there's also a cash buyout as well, I think. So we are watching here a B-side match. 4-1 obviously for Mike, who is ranked a 637 Fargo rating at 637. Ryan is a 629.
Mike's the Saskatchewan 9-ball champion.
Saskatchewan 9-ball champion, Mike Crookedneck. Very good player. I believe we have only 2 matches left before we reach our top 32. At 32 players, there will be a redraw. Players get their tournament life back. There will also be a player auction happening, I would assume, at approximately 7:30.
Hopefully that wasn't too loud on the street.
Where are you watching from, Carol? And yes, jump cues are allowed in this tournament. Also, if you guys are interested, as well as the raffle tickets, we are running daily 50/50s. The tickets are 1 ticket for $5, 3 tickets for $10, and 10 for $20. If you guys are interested, we'll do the draw probably around midnight, as soon as the tournament starts to slow down. And that's just in support of Q Sports Live and trying to cover some expenses and meals and things here.
Yes. Bagel or?
One more, right?
Top 8, baby.
Okay, I was so angry because I'm still hungry. First one I break.
They're expensive.
Yanel, we actually will put a picture of the sticks up on the Q Sports Live page, the Facebook page. So stay tuned. Grant will post some pictures of those. And PayPal is super easy to sign up for, Carol. If you take a couple minutes to do that, you guys can purchase raffle tickets and or 50/50 tickets.
My meal, I
Larry
was
wants to hear
listening
the
to
rest of your
Steph's
story.
story.
Larry Walford.
Larry Bagaris was listening to your story
About what? Being angry.
about your rage pool.
Damn, that was live?
Yeah, it's live now.
Darn.
Darn.
Chicken,
Yes,
chickpeas.
very good. That's not worst case scenario.
Once again, you guys win your match, stay here. We're gonna just start throwing these matches out as early as we can.
But I want to leave.
We'll find out who
You're
you're.
whining on the stream. You're whining on the stream.
But
Just FYI. I stopped at the desk and asked them to change out your batteries and everything.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
so you shouldn't.
Stephanie Ho, Anita Smith come to the front counter, please.
Where's my phone when I need a pic? Oh. Perfect.
Get her.
Revenge. Yep.
So this shot is pretty tight here. So Mike's asked Ben Francis to come watch this shot. Ben is still in. He's on the B side. I think he has one more match to play before he solidifies his top 32.
Yep.
And it's the podium that's assigning stream matches. So, but if Ben makes it to the top 32, I would assume that he will be playing on the stream eventually.
So I played yesterday, but it was like 20 minutes and I only shot once.
Yes.
Kevin Cardinal lit me up.
Fortunately, Ben was on the stream yesterday playing against Kevin Cardinal. Didn't make out too well. Kept his chair warm most of the time. Kevin shot really well.
Didn't miss a single ball.
But when Ben makes the top 32, we'll put him on the stream. We'll make sure. Not sure when,
Come to the front counter, please.
but it'll happen.
Everybody knows her, please tell her to call her early.
For the Ben Francis fan club who's watching.
I am a member of the Ben Francis fan club.
Oh, poor Greg. Sorry, Greg. I skunked Greg.
Oh, what, the bar box?
Yeah, the stampede. Actually, it was Neil. Sorry, Neil. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he's all right.
And it's you are. We're in Newtown, North Dakota, the Four Bears Lodge and Casino. And yes, I'm a grammar Nazi.
It's a fairly big tournament. The men's division here had 118 entries at 125 a pop. And there was 10,000 added. So like I said, we've got 2 more matches before we've solidified our top 32. At top 32, they'll do a redraw. Players get their tournament life back. There'll be a player auction, which we will try to stream for you guys. Should be around, I'm assuming, 7:30.
There's someone from my fan club.
Yeah. There we go. More Ben Francis fan club. Hey, Tiff.
After I win my next match, I'll do commentary for a couple hours.
I'm pretty sure you're going to have to ship more than 20, Greg. Last year, this Calcutta was over $43,000. Granted, this tournament was a Moscone point tournament last year. It is not this year, so it was probably double the crowd, maybe a little more. But I'm assuming the Calcutta here will be approximately 20,000.
Last year I went for 700, Greg.
All right, I've got some 3 o'clock matches in hand here. We're going to start calling them. Tables are available. Right here.
reminder, you guys are calling matches. We can get the match cards out, so stick around. Table 2, Kenny Asher, Richard Martin. Table 4, Ben Francis, Lyndon Ackerman.
They haven't yet, Tiffany. We're thinking it'll be done around 7, give or take. We'll end up hopefully streaming it.
PJ Masakati and P. Corbin.
Announcements because you can't really hear.
Table 18, Marvin Owens and Cliff Stonestand.
Good ears, Tiff. I'm just, I'll wait till they're done doing the table announcements and then I'll answer some questions.
In the women's, table 26, Stephanie Ho, Anita Smith.
As soon as the last one ended, this was on it right away.
Table 29, Karen Smith and Julie Burnell. Table 30, disregard table 29, 29. Table 30, Cynthia Cowan, Teresa Lynn, table 30. Forget that too. All right, sorry. Brian Botham, Randy Baggett.
When?
Well, I went and had a shower and everything, but then on the way back, it was 120 in. So
Table 8.
220, played it down to 100. So I got another $100 ticket. I think I should just spend my time up there.
This we're 50-50, right, for CSL? 50-50 for CSL and you on your tickets? Because it's CSL time, right?
I got a few tickets.
Julie, donut back there, come down to 25.
I actually haven't heard any complaints about the lighting. The ceilings are probably 30, 40 feet, but it's quite bright in here, so I haven't really heard any complaints about the lighting. It's as good as you can get for a convention center. This is actually probably the best lighting situation I've seen in this type of a setting. Lots of lights, and they're quite bright.
It's not too bad once you kind of get used to it. Was actually just built. I think they just finished construction on this last year. I think they spent, if my memory is correct, it'll be about $50 million putting in the event center. So it is fairly new.
Yeah, so they do call this an event center, and if you look, I don't know, you probably can't see on the stream, but on the outside walls, they actually have collapsible stands that are probably 10 rows deep and 40, 50 seats wide. So this is built for, concerts and
Well, they have a lot of
speakers and things like that.
professional bull riding and so on and so forth goes on in here too.
Yeah, and I noticed just outside the doors there, they've actually got ticket booths, so they must have,
Concerts.
concerts and whatnot here.
I think they do a lot of boxing here as well. Yeah. I saw on the billboard outside there, Cheech and Chong will be here November, I believe.
They're playing BCA rules, Randy.
Just send a message, Carol, to Q Sports Live on the page, and just let us know how many tickets you want. You can actually just let us know on the stream how many tickets you want, and they're $10 each. And just send that in, and we'll send you a picture of your tickets.
Outside Gmail, they look it up.
Can you guys are just hitting balls?
Carol, you can actually just make a payment through PayPal, find how to make a payment, and you can email that payment right to qsportslive@gmail.com. And however many tickets you want, if you want 3 tickets, it's $30, and then just send us a message on Q Sports Live Facebook page and just say you have sent it with whatever the password is to receive it. And as soon as we receive it, we will send you a picture with your raffle tickets.
Q is worth $1,200. It's a Mickelson custom Q. He's out of Calgary, Alberta. He's the Q maker that I play with. Hit phenomenally well.
Bernie Mickelson is a past pro. He's been kind of out of the circuit for a couple of decades in his senior years, but he knows how to make a cue, and his knowledge base is incredible. Also known as the Big Stick.
And to keep that PG, we mean pool stick.
And he was very, what's the wording I'm looking for? But he was avoided by a lot of the pro players back in the day.
Table 20 in the men's, Wayne Chow, Joe Heilman, table 20.
It is in US dollars.
Andrew Pettinger, Alex M. Olinger, table 19. Matt Thomas, Ryan Henry, table 24.
You don't want these?
What was this?
Those are ones that,
Pull apart ones here?
yeah.
They're all together.
Yeah.
So if
What
you
are
guys
those?
if you guys are interested in the raffles, they are $10 for a raffle ticket for the $1,200 Mickelson Q. 50-50 tickets in support of Q Sports Live, just to cover our expenses here, are 1 ticket for $5, 3 tickets for $10, and 10 tickets for $20. So, Jeremy, if you're interested in the $10 raffle tickets for the Q, just if you can PayPal qsportslive@gmail.com, $10 per ticket. You can just send us a message, let us know that you've sent money, and the password, and as soon as we receive your payment on PayPal, we will send you a picture of your tickets. It's qsportslive@gmail.com.
Should be able to look it up on PayPal. If not, it's paypal.me/esportslive. It's a direct link. paypal.me/esportslive. I put that in the description on the.
Yeah, you can send a message, Janelle, and Ryan will get back to you with details of it. Probably gonna get a messenger on the page.
What? Oh yeah, I'm trying to send out all these ones I had while I was back showering.
In the men's table 21, Daniel Wichicon and Kent Nauman. Table 21.
Oh yeah, I was gonna share this stuff.
You waiting? Huh? You waiting? Am I winning?
Waiting.
No, I'm in the top 8.
Oh, so now you wait for the redraw. Yeah. Yeah, you can send that to Ryan's name is attached as well. So Ryan Epp is one of the owner-operators of Q Sports Live. So you can send the money to qsportslive@gmail.com or through PayPal. Also, if you can't find it through the Gmail account, it's paypal.me/qsportslive. And then just send us a message confirming how many tickets you want with your password. As soon as we receive it, we'll send you a picture of your raffle tickets. And just specify whether you want the Q raffle tickets or to take part in the 50-50 as well. The 50-50 will be drawn later this evening, and the winning ticket will be posted on our site. Thanks for your support, Jeremy.
Did you eat? I had lunch.
Before you came in.
Roger was nice. He did some 12.50. This was him, myself, Ken DeWolf, Charlie George, and all of us playing.
decide women's qualifying.
No, Chris, we'll end up shipping it out to you. We'll pay the cost on it.
Rachel and you, Joan Jacobs. Congratulations. Brandon Romero, Frank, Lone Fighter, table 3.
The way that table sits, I would be willing to bet that it'll go and be either played in the left pocket or the right pocket. Just looking around the room, Sean, to see if I can see where Zeb's playing, and if he's not too far away, I can go have a look. Do you see Zeb in his match? Huh?
Thomson.
Lan is sitting behind me and says she thinks that Wayne beat Zeb, so that would explain why I can't see him.
Just tell everybody for the PayPals, I'm sending them the pictures back via the email they used for PayPal.
So Ryan's going through and receiving a bunch of these PayPal payments right now for the raffle tickets. He is sending confirmation and a picture of your tickets via the email that you sent the email transfer from.
The PayPal.
Yeah, and Wayne did beat Zeb. So I think Zeb still has the option to try to get into the hard luck tournament that they're running, but he is out.
Rob Martin, Bruno Nadeau, table 6.
We've brought down 5 custom cues to raffle off this weekend, so if you don't like this one, hang on to your money. There'll be another one up later. After we sell 120 tickets for this one, we'll draw it and we'll raffle a new one.
If you win this one, you can always trade up and pay the difference.
And Ryan was just saying as well, if you win this queue here, and there is another queue that you would prefer, you can always trade up and pay the difference. That's an option as well.
Well, that's the thing with cues. You know, some like it, some don't. It is a very, very personal decision, and to each their own.
But to put in $10 to win a $1,200 cue, wouldn't hear any complaints from me. I'll take it. Thanks for your support, everybody. And even if you don't want a Q raffle, you can still support Q Sports Live by sending money and taking part in our 50-50. That'll be drawn later this evening. 1 ticket for $5, 3 tickets for $10, and 10 tickets for $20. Same process. Just let us know that they're for the 50-50 tickets instead of the raffle tickets.
She made it top 8. She wants to kill the house host. She almost ran a 3-pack on her. She scratched on her 3-pack on her jersey. Now Steph Cole just needs to.
Arlen, we appreciate your position. There are those that do like it. We're doing it to try to help support pool, support the event, support the cue maker. And again, opinions will differ, and you're certainly entitled to yours.
Even if you do win it for $10, even if you sell it for $500.
Yeah. And I can tell you the Mickelson cues that are made, this one included, is certainly worth it. That's the cue that I play with, so I know how they hit.
If you win it for $10, you can do whatever you want with it. You can use it for firewood if you like. But they do hit nice. Even if you sell it for a couple $100, it's well worth your $10. Just trying to support the people in our pool community.
Whoever wins it, I'll give them $500 for it.
Yep, absolutely. I can check on that, Carol.
Yeah, we are here in Newtown, North Dakota at the Four Bears Lodge and Casino. This is a bar box event, so these are all coin-op bar boxes, 7 by 3.5. BCA rules, 8-ball obviously. I think there's one bracket, one match left to make it to our top 32. We started with 118 entries. It was $125 to enter the tournament. It is $10,000 added to the prize money. So at top 32, the players will actually get a redraw. They get new tournament life. And that'll start this evening after the players auction, which I'm assuming will probably happen around 7:30.
So I'm just going to wait until this table announcement's done. So the cue that we're selling right now, or raffling right now, is a big leaf figured maple and cocobolo handle, elkhorn joint and butt cap. It has extension capabilities. There's an extension that you can buy to go along with it. They're $75. Low deflection shaft, 12.3 millimeter tip, 58 inches in length, and 18.3 ounces. Pictures are on the Facebook account for Q Sports Live, or the Facebook page.
This table's a little bit of a mess here.
Yeah, we'll start bringing up the YouTube account and be able to respond to that. I was manning it alone, so I didn't have time to respond to any of the YouTube. But there's more than enough people here now where we can certainly bring up the YouTube page and we can respond there as well. Yeah, Ron, I was kind of hoping, maybe Brian Butler and a few others from up Edmonton way would come down.
That's not it. That's the SL.
That's Q Sports International. Really, really good to hear, Carol.
John Merritt, Randy Hansen, table 15.
I'm glad things are doing well for you, Carol. Not to get too personal, but I had my mom just pass a few weeks ago, and to come here, I missed her burial yesterday. So I can certainly sympathize with you. I'm glad you're doing well, and I wish you all the best.
Says who else is still in from Calgary? Is that TJ?
I've got our YouTube page pulled up now, so sorry guys, I'm not trying to neglect you. She's got so many pages and screens and everything up. I'll try and keep up. We're missing you, TJ. You should have come. It's a good time down here. We have, let's see, who's still in? Vargas is still in. Eric Vargas, Edwin Montel. They're still on the A side, so they've guaranteed their spot in the final 32.
Russ Whittle's still in.
Russ Whittle, Mark Vino, yep. Ben Francis is still in. Wayne Chow is still in. I'm not sure. Is PJ still in? Oh, PJ's playing a match right now, so we'll see if he makes it.
Dallas is playing a match.
Dallas is playing a match right now. I think there's one or two more matches. I think there's one more main bracket that they need to get out of in order to make the final 32.
There's only 120 spots, 120 tickets being sold, Chris. And thank you, Carol. I appreciate that.
If you guys want to check out the live draw, you can check it out on compusports.com and just click on the Four Bears tournament and you'll see the live brackets there. The A side is done for the afternoon, so if you're still on the A side, you've guaranteed your top 32 spot. Just one more bracket to work out on the B side.
Jump shots are allowed, Darren. Ironically, Carol, it is your name is the same as my mom's.
The college just finished.
Yeah, we'll try and get a hold of you through the email. We'll just send you a message with your ticket number and the winning number. And then just get a hold of us and we can make shipping arrangements with you.
Got 36, so
Just for I got all excited.
some land around before she goes.
Right?
People to buy tickets.
Oh, dang, Skippy.
You run around, sell some tickets, I'll buy you a ticket.
No. I'm tired. Just thinking about like even just going to the room and nap before the redraw.
Or did you ask what the redraw was going to be?
I think they're doing it at 6 o'clock because they want to have everything finish up at 4 o'clock.
Go lay down.
Right now it's like 3.
It's 3 o'clock. So
I need to go smoke.
we go lay down for 2 hours, be up for an hour before the redraw even happens. We'll have a serious recharge.
Oh, what a battle.
It is a battle. This was a messy table from the get-go, so
Who broke that?
I don't even know. It was honestly probably 40 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sitting here with one of my best buddies, Lan Fong, who has made it to the top 8 in the ladies division. Undefeated in the ladies. Killing it.
Representing Calgary. Oh, Mike broke that. Oh.
Yeah, it's this has been a long game. They're playing tight and safe now. Mike's on the hill, obviously,
This
so
is to get out of the big bracket.
this is a B-side match. So if Ryan loses, he's out of the tournament. I think he still has the opportunity to enter the hard luck, though.
This will really test your stamina and your patience for sure.
This is definitely a game of patience, these games. And not a lot of people can do it. And like I said, guys, I mean, we're only one bracket away from getting our top 32. Once they establish the top 32, they'll do a redraw. Players will get their tournament life back. They'll do a players auction. And then at that point, with our top 32, I would assume that our games are going to get a lot tighter, a lot faster. So hang tight, be patient, make sure that you've got your computers on for this evening. We should be streaming up until about midnight tonight.
Because then you can take off work.
That's how you should do it. Exactly. Do it at.
Okay, table's open. Table's open. This is just standard 8-ball. It's a game of patience, safety game of 8-ball.
I play with a Mickelson. Won me a few tournaments, so I do like the Mickelson.
Been doing well for you.
Yeah, they're good playing cues.
I've hit with them before.
Yeah.
Turns out the one I like is the most expensive one.
You got expensive taste.
There's $17,000 or $18,000.
Yeah, I think the issue with this game here was that it was messy to begin with. Mike is on the hill, and if Ryan loses, he's out of the tournament, out of the men's tournament here. He would have the option, I think, to enter the hard luck, but obviously he wants to stay in and extend his life on this side.
Sir Rousey, Doreen, Copan, table 27.
And Mike obviously wants to just get over that hill, and Ryan doesn't want to be the one to make the mistake to give it to him. So, playing tight. But we've got some movement now, so should be free riding from here.
So this stays up and it all starts through this output settings. Stop all and end it. Say start all, start it. And Facebook. This one. This one. All you do is this description will stay the same, everything will stay the same. Hit create, creates a new stream key, hit OK. Close it all. Output, start all. That's it. Names. Change the names on this thing. You highlight it like I just did by clicking on it, right?
Oh, okay.
And it's this down here. New name there, new name there. This is where I change the size of that thing. Got the names to edit or change the color, change font sizes.
Size up, takes all
There's
size
the
out.
fields, like if you wanted to add Fargo and everything, I'd just change I'd add the side fields on there, but I'd have to change the whole scoreboard down on this. But we can do that for later or next stream. I can take, took me forever to figure out because I have no idea what I was doing, but this is easier than OBS.
Okay, well, when we start the next stream, let me do it.
Yeah.
Just
And then say you want to move camera angle, you want to move the line. This is like OBS, this is the live, this is where you can edit. That's where you send it over, right? So, especially this is where you can zoom again with this front camera. You want a really good view of something you can hit tight and send it over, come back, and then just reset and then send the table back over. I can always pay attention what the setting you like on that is.
yeah, and just type it in manually.
Enter and go back to
Okay. Yeah, just walk me through once and then we should be good.
well, like these two, like if you got all the advertisers, you can have in that same spot all the different ones coming up and you can set the time.
Just
And
flashes.
it'll just new one will appear for 10 seconds, next one will appear for 10 seconds, next.
Yeah, Ryan is refusing to lay down. which is what we want to see, right? I mean, if you're down, we don't want to see you quit. Just keep rallying. You never know. I've seen crazier comebacks happen, so they're possible. We are live, Leon. It is currently about 3:15 Central Time in Newtown, North Dakota at the Four Bears Lodge and Casino. We had 118 entries for this tournament. The men's division at $125 a pop, $10,000 added to this event. We had 31 ladies, I believe it was, for the ladies division. If you guys have a chance to come check this tournament out next year, it's a very well-run tournament, very well organized. The setup is great. I don't think I've heard not one complaint. Everything's been kind of running on time. Just kind of like maybe the one-ofs that are running a little bit behind, but it's to be expected in any tournament. We've had a really good turnout this year, 118 players. Last year, granted, it was probably twice as many people here, and a few more pros that were attending last year as well. But last year, this tournament was deemed a Mosconi Cup point tournament, which it is not this year. So we didn't get a lot of the players back that were here last year. However, last year the Calcutta was 43,600 for the Calcutta last year. So this year, with half as many people, we're assuming it's going to run around the $20,000 mark, which is still outstanding. It's another win for Ryan. Now it's 5-4. He's making a great effort.
Curtis Poitra, Mike Kellner, table 22.
It's a good question, Rocky. I think that a lot of the women players just feel very intimidated playing with the men. There are a handful of women that will go toe-to-toe with these guys, but the number is just so low that they'd rather just make their own division and have a women's tournament where they can, where their chances of winning are a little bit greater. I do too, Carol. I find that my game when I play against the men is much more aggressive. You kind of you got to change gears a little bit when you play with the women. Women are, trying to choose my words wisely here. They're much more selective and much more careful on the shots that they take. I find that when I play with the men, my game is much more aggressive. So if you're able to change gears, I would advise definitely doing both. It strengthens two parts of your game: your patience and your safeties versus aggressiveness and running tables.
All right. Congratulations, first 16 men in the redraw and finals. Nate Bearstaill, John Bearstaill, Rory Henderson, Danny Olson, Gabe Owen, Kevin Cardinal, Corey Nolan, Bruno Gomez, David Montero, Jason Klatt, Russ Andrews, Clarence Davis, Eric Vargas, Terry Young, Mark Vinograd, Dustin Gilder.
I'm gonna tell him to say Vino.
Yeah.
Mark Vino.
There's some misunderstanding there. That's one of the comments on that page. Yeah, but this is the Mickelson.
Oh, they both need to win one to get out.
Justin's still in. Oh, Justin's got to play the winner of this.
We have a cue for that. I'm just gonna tell him. I'm not sure how this works.
Did Widow make it, PJ?
Wayne's in.
That's where in charity.
He's still playing.
Oh,
this
he's
is to
still
get
in.
out. That's a good job.
He's playing a match
You just announced it in 16.
Charity LCB.
because the A side's done. All those players that they just announced is all A side. There's still one more bracket on the B side to play. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Larry. The top 32, I would assume the last B-side bracket right now I think is scheduled for 4:30. So they're giving about 2 hours for a matchup. So they should be done around 6:30. So I'm assuming by the time the podium gets organized, Calcutta will start around 7:30, I'm assuming. And then I believe we're playing the first round of the 32, the top 32 tonight. So I would assume, I'll try and find out for you, but I'm assuming around probably 9 o'clock for the top 32 starting tonight. Yeah, I agree, Chris. I think that there obviously is more men players, and just women in general just find that they're more intimidated by the men's players. It's, in my opinion, I think it's just two totally different games. Women play much more tentative, much more safe, whereas men are more aggressive. So if the women don't feel that they can run at a table, they feel a little intimidated. I know that there's a, a small group of women that have no problem playing with the men, however. It just depends on how comfortable you are. Yeah, I agree, Jeremy. I mean, I think that there is a difference between dirty pool and defensive pool. And I kind of have the opinion of that was a nice shot. Nice touch. I'm of the opinion that if you can't run your table, you have to play smart. If you want the win, then you play safe. Even if it means that you got, 4 balls left on the table. However, I do think that there's a definite difference between dirty pool and defensive pool.
You did? No, he did. He has a ball close, like this far off the rail here. The cue ball's here and his ball here, and he has no shot.
Yeah, that's right. Ryan was down 5-1. So he's clawing back and he's making a hell of an effort.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. He nuts it and runs out.
The games may be long and they might be safe, but they're making a go of it.
Nothing. Breeze through. Oh, he makes it.
And just for those who are wondering, Ben Francis did make it through. So you're 32? So Ben Francis did make top 32. So Greg Cairns, you better pull out your wallet. Because he's not going for $20.
So you could buy me for 20 and then
No,
clear off.
we'd buy it for 20.
Yeah, if I went for 20. Ben will be up the road. 5 feet now. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Larry.
Justin's waiting for this match, yeah. Oh, PJ made it. Also for the fan club, PJ Massacott also made the cut, so he is in the top 32, along with Ben. And those are the only two that actually made it out of the B side so far. We're still waiting on the rest of the B side. It seems like race to 5 or 6 on the B side is fairly standard, Gary. Usually it's like a race to 7 on the A side, 5 or 6 on the B side, just depending on the number of entrants and how many tables and things they have to accommodate the players. But 7 on the A side and 5 or 6 on the B side is pretty standard. PJ is in the top 32, Larry. Russ did not make the cut. Thanks for watching, Paul. Like I was saying before, if you missed it, Q Sports Live does not charge the venue and or the tournament for their services, but we do try to rely on the support of the players and the people watching from home. So we do have a Q raffle going on right now for a custom Mickelson Q. The value of that Q is $1,200. It's $10 per ticket. If you'd like to get in on that, you can just send money to Q Sports Live via email transfer and or PayPal. And we're also doing daily 50/50s. So the tickets for the 50/50s are 1 ticket for $5, three tickets for $10, and 10 tickets for $20. So if you guys are able to support and buy 50/50 tickets, we would really appreciate it. Just to cover some of our expenses, Q Sports Live did travel 12 hours on the road to be here to stream for you guys. Also, if you can take a minute and just subscribe to our YouTube channel that we just opened up last week. As soon as we hit 500 subscribers, we'll do a Q raffle in celebration of 500 subscribers.
Daniel, which get into the final 32?
And we're streaming live from Newtown, North Dakota. This is at the Four Bears Casino and Lodge and Casino. And you can find the live draws on CompuSport.com. Just hit the Four Bears logo to choose your tournament, and you'll see all of the divisions and draws and winners. 118 entrants we had for this tournament here. $10,000 added. I'm not sure, Rocky. Ryan and Grant actually have a kind of a stock of cues that they have that they can raffle. I'm not sure. I will have to ask them if they've actually chosen one. But as of last week when we opened up our YouTube channel, I think we've only got like a couple hundred subscribers. So if you guys can just help us out, take a minute and subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would really help. I'm not sure how many tickets are left for the queue, you know. I'll have to ask the guys. They just went for a quick break. They've been up since 7 o'clock this morning trying to get the setup and everything running. Matches started at 9. So they're kind of doing a little bit of a recharge right now while things are winding down before the redraw. Thanks, Ellen and Carol.
Randy will be up as soon as I get a hold of Barry McLean. Dean Flanders from coming.
Yes, thanks, Andy. Thank you for the correction. It is compusports.ca to check out the live draws. You want chocolate bar? And now you wait.
It's good. I need a break. Actually, I think those 3 matches took like an hour and a half.
Yeah, they were quick.
Half hour.
You must have scored big.
Yeah.
Pretty low scores.
Yeah. I think the 6-0, 6-2, 6-2. No, 6-3 the first one. And 6-0, 6-2. It's pretty quiet over here. It's pressure. I can feel it.
So I have one of our champs, Ben Francis, back with us. Just to keep him up to speed here. So it's Mike versus Ryan. Mike was up 5-1.
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1.
4-1.
Yeah,
When I went to play.
Ryan's clawing back. It's been 2 really long but pretty good safety games.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Ben Francis is a champion of rallying on the B side.
B-side Ben.
B side Ben, he's a champ.
On the A side again. Now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Mike. Get this guy.
I think they're both playing very timid.
You can feel the pressure.
Yes, thanks, Greg. We're having troubles doing the cross country conversion. I was trying to spell Grant's last name at the front desk yesterday, and I kept saying Zemp, Z-E-M-P. Pardon me? Z-E-M-P? Yeah, that's what I said. Z-E-M-P. Z. No, it's Z-E-M-P.
Anybody with a bearing plane, please give them a holler and tell them we're playing early.
That is true, Paul.
I think he should have played the 3-2 combo.
Yeah. I think he's okay, though. I think that 3 ball still cuts.
Yeah, the pocket is really big. It's tough, though. I don't think it cuts. Might be able to see from that side angle.
This one?
That's the one. Ooh, that is really tight.
Yeah, it's tight. I don't know.
And you don't want to be there, you want to be below it.
He doesn't have much as far as breakout options.
Could go forward with super juice, but pretty risky. If he could go forward and break it out, he's always going to have the 4. And if he misses the breakout, I don't mind swinging at the breakout here, actually. Forward with super juice. That's tough. I'm not reffing this shot.
Just let the lag go. I don't know, maybe if he rolls up on that too, to give him a little bit of a back cut on that 3.
I actually don't mind rolling into the 3.
You're playing.
Oh, very good, Grant. You were paying attention. That is. I like that because even if you don't make it, you're always going to hang it. You're going to hang it. You leave him back. Double kiss the 3. Double kiss. That's like a. That's like a pro level shot. Yeah. Double kiss. There's
Lan,
no amateurs playing
Lan
that
is pro.
shot.
Not yet.
That's what I was That's what I was getting at.
Maybe when I win this tournament.
See, why not? You've got the angle right now to play that double kiss on the 3.
Oh, I like that shot. Good shot, Mike.
That's a great shot.
I like that shot because you're always going to have the 4 even if you chop up the breakout.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
One good shot here.
That was a nice shot.
That's the match, folks.
Perfection.
I don't see any problems.
Wayne Charlie, you're going to be up right away.
That's it.
Mikey, go ahead and play.
That was a great match. Good shooting by Mike. A great rally by Ryan as well. He made it back from a deficit of 5-1.
Whoever just paid for hard luck, please come back up here.
Made it really close.
Yeah, if he doesn't scratch there, he's right.
Last couple minutes here.
Anywhere up there, and Mike's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
What did he just announce?
Last person that come up for the last couple of minutes, whoever came up and gave hard luck, come back up. So I tried to call him back up. He pointed at me and said, no, not you.
You don't play in the main event, but you pay $20 to play the hard luck.
I put stuff in for first.
perfect. It's got to be just one. There's no ladies hard luck and men's hard luck. It's got to just be one. No.
Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, if you can show your support by either supporting our Q raffle, our daily 50/50s, and or subscribing to our YouTube channel, that would be great. We'll be here for the rest of the night. I believe we'll be streaming till about midnight.
Yeah, I would have. I might have tried the Corey dual shot.
I think that was the race.
I think so. Right then, even if you miss, you're good.
I'm just going to let the stream run because I'm not sure if they're going to call another match to the stream table right away here or not. But we should have time. Check our run time.
Run time is up here. 3:45, so we only have 15 minutes.
Okay. So we probably will be restarting the stream here. So as soon as I have a new match, we'll be back up and running.
Here comes